Hey everyone, welcome to another $1,000 strap search. I've got my $1,000 in singles here and I'm about to show you what I found. But before I do, let's talk about this week's tip. This week's tip has to do, once again, with eBay. I do a lot of purchasing on eBay. I do have a number of coin shops in my area. I've got 3 different ones I can go to. However, most of them don't carry a whole bunch of currency, and I've pretty much picked through all they've got. Every once in a while they'll come up with something new, but for the most part when I do my hunts, I have to do it through auctions. So what I wanted to tell you is one of the secrets that I use as far as purchasing on eBay. You're probably going to see a couple hints regarding eBay in the future because I've been doing some buying and I find it interesting, and it's just a neat way to do stuff. The first hint that I'm going to talk about just for this week would be having patience. If you go on eBay looking for a very specific item, you're going to find it, but you're going to pay. However, what I will do is I will go on eBay and I will look generally at stuff. I will put in large size notes, for instance. And then I will reduce my list by looking to see what is ending the soonest. So then I will see whatever is ending within the next hour or so, and I'll go through there. And then after I do that, I'll look at what the lowest priced stuff is. And by looking at the lowest priced stuff, now I can see newer stuff that's been listed. Now, by doing all of that, I am able to catch things that are labeled incorrectly. And that is the hint. If you want to find stuff cheaply, find the stuff that's labeled wrong, because then everybody that is looking for that thing is never going to see that particular product. So yeah, by doing the longer version of the search and being open as to what I buy, I'm able to find deals on eBay. And that also explains kind of how eccentric my collection is. I don't necessarily go looking for any particular thing, but you never know what you're going to stumble across. All right, so that's what I've got for you guys this week. Make sure to check out everything on eBay, not just the one thing you're looking for. So let's get those out of the way, and let's take a look at what I found this week. I can't pick them up. All right, here we go. This week, got quite a few, actually. Now, the first note that I've got this week is just a high number. It's one of the highest numbers I've seen in a while. 959 is how it starts out. They only made what would be 96 million. So 9600000 would be the highest number you can find. So this one being 959, it stood out to me when I was going through stuff. I always tend to grab anything that says 959 just to see how high it is. I know that if it was a low number, you'd want 0000000 and then 3 digits. So if that's the case, you'd probably want 95999 and then 3 digits for it to be worth anything. So, but it's still a high number. I found it. I pulled it. This one's an alternator. You can see it has the number 4 every other digit. So you've got 40, 43, 49, 46. The 4 is alternating on there. Then we get to the trinaries, 2s, 3s, and 7s on this particular note. 0s, 5s, and 7s here. This is 5s, 6s, and 8s. 1s, 6s, and 8s. 2s, 3s, and 5s, and yeah, look at that. If it wasn't for that 5, 3, 2, 2, 3, 5, 3, 3, 3. So yeah, that could have been a really slick number there, but still a trinary. This one's 0s, 5s, and 9s. 1s, 3s, and 8s. This one starts off quad zeros, so that's getting close to a low number. That's 6,000. You ideally want that 6 to be a 0, so that you'd have a number that only reads 467. That would be a low number. This I've got because it's quad zeros. Quad 1s on this one. Another quad 1s, and it has a 5th. Quad 2s. Quad 3s. Quad 5s. Another quad 5s. Quad 7s. Once again, my trinaries and my quads, I pull those so that I can hopefully find two notes with the same serial number. That's my quest. And this one has 5 9s, 99999. So yeah, that was the one 5 of a kind I found. Found a bunch of stars. 2017 star. Another 2017. Really good shape here. Now this one scares me. This note scares me a ton, because it's a 2013. It's a star, starting off with 3 zeros, so it's a low number. It's only number 16,929, so a fairly low number as far as stars go. And somebody wrote Applebee's on it. So, I'm expecting this to come out at like a 1 out of 250,000, because then it would be an extremely rare note with writing on it, making it useless. So yeah, I'm so afraid to look this one up. All right, 2013 star, pretty rough shape on that one. So yeah, I had a good pull for stars this week, quite a few of these. This one's in really rough shape. Condition-wise, they were all fairly rough. It wasn't a lot of good stuff as far as condition goes, but I'll take quantity, because when you go through a bunch of quantity, you're bound to find one of the rares. And then we get the older notes. This one's 1995. Pretty good shape compared to all the others. 1995, pretty rough shape. This one's going back in circulation because it's just barely holding together. 1995, much better than the last note. Of course, it would have to be. And this one's a little limp, but it's the oldest one in the group, from 1963, a 1963B Joseph W. Barr note. So once again, I found another Barr note. This one also is pretty rough. This one looks like it's been circulating since 1963. Not in the greatest of shape, but 63 bars are the notes that everybody seems to be talking about and looking for. I find them all the time. I don't understand. I don't see a 1963 very often. 63B, yeah, I'll find that quite a bit. All right, so that's what I've got this week. What do I have from my box? Well, this week I pulled some more of my foreigns. And what I've got here, this is a $2 1954 Canada $2 bill. Now, a $2 bill from Canada, they don't make $2 bills anymore. This one's from 1954. But yeah, they stopped making their $1 and $2 bills, I want to say in 1995. They've been using $1 and $2 coins. The $1 coin is known as a loonie, and the $2 coin is known, well, the $1 coin is a loonie because it has a loon, a bird, on it. And the $2 coin is not a loonie, it's a toonie. Yeah, so that's a loonie and a toonie. Looney Tunes, yeah, okay. Anyway, the 1954 $2 Canadian note, this was the first year that featured Queen Elizabeth on it. So here's Queen Elizabeth. That's why she looks so young. That's why she looks vaguely familiar to those of you who are outside of Canada. Yes, Queen Elizabeth, right there. 1954, like I said, is the first year that she appeared. This is the second print that they ever did for Canadian money with Queen Elizabeth. The first print would be this note right here. Now, at a glance, it doesn't look like anything is different. But if you zoom in right here, you'll notice just to the right of her ear, you can see this little white section. If you envision that as a nose, you can then see the mouth under the nose. Above the nose, you can see the two eye sockets right here, and you can see the horns. This is one of the devil's head notes. The devil's face appeared in Queen Elizabeth's hair. As soon as people noticed that, they got into an uproar and they wanted that fixed. They did not want the devil in the Queen's hair, so they reprinted the note, making her hair just a little darker and removing the devil's head face. Now, it looks like you can still see some of the horns, but the face itself is gone. So that is the 1952 Devil's Head note. Now, not a lot of people outside of Canada are aware of these notes. I've watched other people showing collections that they had, and they would pull out two Canadian $1 bills from 1954, not realizing that that is the Devil's Head series. So yeah, let's take a quick peek at the back of this one here. There's the back, $2. Now, Canadian money is interesting because in Canada, everything is written in English and again in French. You've got Bank of Canada, and then in French, Bank of Canada. You've got will pay to the bearer on demand. You've got the French version of that. Everything that's written on there, whether it's the number 2 or do, you've got do dollars, or is it de? I don't know. $2 here, $2, and then in French here. You even have the numbers written in English here, written in French here. So that is the $2 note from Canada. Now, I don't have a whole lot of foreign currency, but whenever I do get foreign currency, it's got to have a cool story to it. This is definitely a note with a cool story. The Devil's Head note like that. All right, if you guys learned anything new this week, go ahead and hit that like button. If you like what you see and you want to see more, please subscribe. I love reading all your comments, and I'll talk to you again next week.